I think is way more indicative of if you wanted to be like, look, like she's obviously a trans character, that's the scene I would point to, which is her like revealing it to her dad and it going badly, and like this other group of obviously like misfit characters are there to like pick up the pieces. You know what I mean? And it's not until she comes back later that she has to explain it again in a more like frustrated kind of way, and that when it's not like a tense and out of nowhere exchange, his point of view changes. And I think, like, personally, I can't see how anyone could see the secondary scene after seeing the first scene in the movie and not go, ah, yes, this is clearly an allegory for this. You know what I mean? But like, I also understand how other people can't see it that way. So I agree to a certain extent. Sometimes I would prefer if they did just say, yeah, no, this character is insert thing here. But other times, I think I would also have been like cringed the fuck out if they did it in any other different way. Yeah. And like, it's insane to me that I saw people being like, oh, I can't believe they like fucking workified this movie. I'm like, are you joking? And well, I think you could also argue that the main theme of Spider Verse is yeah, I know, Zev, I know. The main theme in Spider Verse is about dismantling of like corrupt systems, right? That's why you have stuff like or like not even just corrupt. Sorry, corrupted isn't the right word. Like power structures and like status quo and stuff like that. Well, yes, and I agree, but the only reason I would say that it's more about uh the status quo and like the dismantling of the status quo is because like the canon events themselves, like the movie has already shown that they can be broken, but like to these other characters they're like, no, it absolutely cannot, and the universe is going to fall apart if you do. Like, even though in the movie Peter shouldn't have that baby. So interesting, isn't it? It's just interesting to think about. And like, so the movie's already showing you that it can work, right? Without like directly telling you. I love that Peter Parker is so fucking smart in that movie, and everybody is like, "Oh my god, look, he's so fucking stupid." I'm like, "You are so dumb. You are so dumb. Do you not understand? Did you not watch the same movie that I did? Please." Yeah, I had a couple of grumbles when Spider Woman got off her motorcycle to reveal she was a strong, pregnant black woman. Just watch the film. Yeah, for fuck's sake. I hope she gets to do more in the next one. But so I understand, right, why uh people are like protective of the idea of like people just like filmmakers should just come out and say no, like she is trans. You know what I mean? Because people fucking argue tooth and nail and they go, nah, you're all fucking like you're all delusional, blah 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 blah. You're all fucked up. Nah, nah, nah. Like if you do read that message in the film, you know. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up, maybe. I'm sick of you fucking people. Yeah, yeah, it does. I agree. Because there is also, what the fuck happened to symbolism? What happened? You know what I mean? I'm like, what happened to our appreciation for fine art? And then I was like, oh my god. Oh, this is Illustrator's fault because we decided that fucking fine artists were cringe and shit. Fuck. They are. I agree. But they get this shit, Brandon. They get it. They get it. They understand what fine art is. They understand what, like... Yeah, but everyone else is also gonna call you cringe if you find that kind of, like, symbolism in this kind of stuff, you know? I agree, but we don't care because we are clearly autistic.